For 3 decades now, the African National Congress has been the dominant political party in South Africa. The ANC started as a liberation movement, a movement to free black people from the oppression of a white minority rule. It was a symbol of equality, democracy, and a better life. And under the leadership of Nelson Mandela, the ANC was revered as a force of good. It is Mandela's legacy that has shaped South Africa's democracy into what it is today. But critics say the once revered ANC has lost its way. Have Mandela's political heirs failed to protect this legacy? Our next report explains.
Three decades ago, as South Africa triumphed over apartheid, the African National Congress rose as a beacon of hope for its people. Back then, the ANC was beyond politics. It was a movement dedicated to freeing black people from the clutches of white minority rule. And in 1994, as the country woke up to the dawn of freedom, the ANC transformed from a liberation movement to the party forming the government, with Nelson Mandela at its helm.
The time has come to say, we are one country.
Under Mandela's leadership, the party shaped up on one pledge: building a better life for all. It was dedicated to the principles of democracy, equality, and a brighter future for all South Africans. The ANC swept the elections with almost 63% of the votes under Mandela, who spent 27 years fighting against the apartheid system of racial segregation. But now, 30 years later, the ANC is on the verge of losing majority for the first time since coming to power. The party is marred by corruption, infighting, and a slew of undelivered promises.
The first time I voted, I thought the first time was for the ANC because I thought they're going to make a difference. Mandela's dream is not their dream. He had a dream and they came to mess up the dream. If he was still alive, maybe things could have been better.
The list of problems that the ANC has failed to solve is quite long. There are frequent power cuts across South Africa. The water and sewage systems are broken in several cities. There's garbage piling up on streets. And shortage of proper housing. The poor state of living conditions has left people losing faith in the ANC.
We would say for the past 2 years, we've been lacking service delivery. Not just water, to be quite honest, yet that is the most important. Infrastructure in terms of sewers, our sewers are boiling over. The storm water, electricity, all of these things combined is making our lives miserable.
The thing that we must do there right now is to give other parties a chance. So voting it's important because your vote is a perfect selection because we need to do a change.
A stable economy, proper jobs, and a decent standard of living are still a distant dream for many. In fact, South Africa today has the highest unemployment rate globally. It is also ranked as one of the most unequal countries in the world. An unequal distribution of wealth disproportionately affects black people in the country. Mandela's ANC spent years reversing the racist laws. And yet today, it has failed the very principles that it was founded on. Many say Mandela's dream is not the ANC's dream anymore. While around half of South Africa's population reels under poverty, the African National Congress leaders have been accused of illegally enriching themselves. Mandela's political heirs have allegedly siphoned off billions of dollars through government contracts. ANC leaders have been accused of receiving bribes to buy expensive suits, throw lavish parties, or renovate their homes. Levels of corruption worsened under former President Jacob Zuma, who is currently being tried for graft charges. While President Cyril Ramaphosa vowed to clean up the party, he too has a scandal of his own to deal with. Cracks within the African National Congress began emerging after Mandela stepped down in 1999. Since then, the rift in the party has only been widening. Mandela's successor Thabo Mbeki was forced out by Jacob Zuma. Then Zuma himself was suspended by the party over alleged insubordination. So the infighting is spiraling. The African National Congress has been in dire straits. Many say, with its foundation completely shaken over the years, the party's future looks bleak. Can the ANC pull itself together to protect Nelson Mandela's legacy?
South Africa's May 29th elections.
It was the start of change in the country.
We are on the verge of history.
I am standing here at the forefront of change where voices echo the call for action. The nation grapples with an unemployment crisis. As South Africans prepare to cast their votes, the question looms, will the winds of change usher in a new era, or will the legacy of the past maintain its grip on the future?